This is Varus of Sage Ocean, bringing you part 2 of a 3-part tutorial series on gunnery. Part 2 covers board scanning, which is looking at your board and determining very quickly whether you want to fill those guns or abandon it and look for a better setup. Board scanning is very important because in the first few seconds of a gunnery board, scoring has not yet started, and if you abandon it quickly enough, you will not have any penalty for not filling those guns. However, if you take too long and find out that this board is unworkable or will take too long, you will receive a point penalty and it will hurt your score. Right now I'm on my Able Alt sitting on a Navy ship, just waiting for it to get started. So while we're waiting for the Navy ship to set sail, let me tell you what you're looking for. You're looking for two things mainly when board scanning, one of which is straight lines, the other of which is helpful blocks. Both of these things you're looking for outside the cannons. Helpful blocks you're looking for specifically in the bottom right and top left corners. Basically, you're just looking to be able to navigate those outsides of the cannons in one arrow or less. Preferably less, but we'll take it with one arrow on both sides. That is one arrow below and one arrow above. So it'll just take another moment for us to get going here, and I can give you an example of what I'm talking about. Alright, on this board you can see there is a straight line that I'm following with my cursor here at the bottom. Up at the top, you see no such thing, but you can always loop in the middle. Alright, second board. Alright, there is a helpful block down here at the bottom. Still not that great. Next board, straight line, and a straight line. Next board, we got a straight line at the bottom, but there's a mess up at the top. You don't want it. Next board, straight line down at the bottom. Up at the top, there's a little zigzaggy thing, but it is possible to navigate with one arrow by putting it right there. This one we got ugly stuff on the bottom, uglier stuff on the top, but it is possible to navigate the bottom with one arrow by putting this left arrow, right there. A lot of this is from experience. If you can't see if it doesn't have a straight line, being able to see the zigzaggy stuff comes from experience. Once more, two arrows will get us around all four cannons. See straight lines at the bottom, but it's just a mess up top. Man, that's horrible. So again, you could put the arrows in the middle and make that two-cannon loop. This is a mess on the top and the bottom, man. There is nothing you could do about this. X that out. And once more, we got really ugly stuff. There is a helpful block there, but it's completely blocked off. Nothing you can use with that board. Alright, here we got a straight line at the bottom. Nothing up top, but again, that can be worked around. Again, nothing bottom, and the top's pretty darn ugly too. You could make it work on the top, but I'd look for something better. There's a possible setup. Moving on to the next board. No straight lines on the bottom, one straight line on the top. Next board, we got straight line on the bottom, nothing on the top whatsoever. Here we got a completely open side on the top, but the bottom is pretty screwed up. And this area that I'm pointing at right here, that's called a trap. Board's emptying right, or barrel's emptying right into it, and the pieces cannot get out. Alright, straight line on the bottom, nothing on the top. Once again, two arrow, two cannon board. Straight lines on the bottom, and a straight line on the top will zigzag around there. Two arrow, four cannon board. Alright, this looks ugly. Nope, no way to do anything here. This is complete junk. Once again, we have straight lines on the bottom, and nothing up top. To recap, what you're looking for is straight lines that are clear of any obstacles on the top and bottom of the gunnery board. Also, helpful blocks that will serve as an arrow in the bottom right or top left corners. Once again, straight lines and helpful blocks. Once again, this is Varus of Sage Ocean, bringing you part 2 of a 3-part tutorial series on gunnery. Part 2 covered board scanning. Part 3 is going to cover more advanced concepts such as multi-cannon loading, and when to let a valuable piece move by so you could use it to greater effect later. So until next time, fair winds.